Well, hello there, my future Black Life coaches. How are ya? This is yours truly, Dr. AJ Austin, joining you once again for a training about becoming a life coach. Does that describe your goal or dream for your life? I sure hope so. If so, you're in the right place. We're going to talk about what is a life coach, because a lot of people don't know. I've done several trainings on this in the past, but just because I did it don't mean that you've seen it. So I was like, let me jump on here and do another one. Okay. So welcome to all of you who are new. Again, I'm Dr. AJ Austin. I am the founder of the International Center for Life Coach Training, LLC, where I get to show up in all my power. Hallelujah. And train Black women of faith on how to become a certified life coach online in one day. Does that sound like something that you're interested in? We have coaches who jump on and off our trainings with us, so we may have some coaches here live with us today. We may have some that jump in for the replay. I'm trying to pin this website that I'm pulling up now in the comments below here on Facebook Live over at futurebblacklifecoach.com at the end of this month on February 23rd through February 25th. I'm hosting what we call the Black Life Coach Challenge. It is 3 days because every day during this month of Black History, February 2021, I, Dr. AJ Austin, am hosting trainings like this. It's audio classes here on Facebook Live. I also upload them to YouTube. So, hey, YouTube, make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel so that you can be in the know as well for when I post new content. And you can come back and watch it. You can engage. Hey, Coach Samira Barker, how are you? Samira is one of our coaches, and I just love knowing that the work that I've been doing for the last, Lord, almost 6 years now. Actually, it'll be 5, will it? I'm off. I started training coaches in 2016. It's 2021. So 5 years, almost 5 years. I've been doing this. I've trained and certified 147 coaches at the time of this recording. But when you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you follow me here on Facebook. I am facebook.com/Master Life Coach Trainer. On YouTube, I am also Master Life Coach Trainer there as well. But either way, whether your notifications are on here on Facebook or you're subscribed on YouTube, you want to be automatically updated every time I share new content, like the content I'll be sharing daily this month. And you'll get some of my best content there that you can also share with your friends. A lot of you guys tag friends that you know who want to become certified Black women life coaches. But I would love to connect with you social to social. I get a lot of inboxes these days on my social media where it leads to coaches getting what they need for their next level to becoming certified. I call you coaches because you're already called a coach and you know that. So that's why I'm going to tell you who you are when we talk about who is a life coach today. But the beauty of these audio recordings is that you can listen anytime, anywhere. Have us playing in the background as you're learning what you need. So if you're here with me live, do you think you know what a life coach is? Maybe you do. I'm going to talk about just a few bullet points that I teach in my one-day life coach certification training. And then if you want to come join us in the upcoming Black Life Coach Challenge, it's a 3-day challenge that's being hosted in a private Facebook group starting on Tuesday, February 23rd, 2021. We're going through to Thursday, February 25th, 2021. I'm going to let everybody into the private Facebook group on the first day of the challenge, so you all get the goodies at the same time. The challenge content will be released daily, and then I'm going to do 2 live bonus days, one on that Friday, February 26th, and then one on Saturday, which will be a live Q&A on February 27th. So we got a whole week together planned coming up, and I would love to have you a part of it because it's all taking place in our private Facebook group featuring Black women certified life coach success stories and you, future Black Life Coaches. So head over to futurebblacklifecoach.com for more information because, again, this challenge will be shared via videos within the group, and it's going to be featuring lessons on how to become a professionally trained, skilled, qualified, certified life coach online in one day through the International Center for Life Coach Training, LLC. So when you head over to futurebblacklifecoach.com, you're going to see that your purchase there gives you VIP access. You get the VIP access pass to, number one, the private Facebook group for Future Black Life Coaches. Number two, the video replays of every video that I do this month, including this one. And you get access to the 3-day Life Coach Challenge. You're going to get worksheets for each day of the challenge to help you follow along. And then, of course, this month-long video training series that leads up to that challenge, along with the replays. And then you get this really juicy training that I did for Black women life coaches. You can even see some of the women raise their hand and become Black Life Coach certification trainees on that day. It's so interesting, but you get to instantly download that. It's called the Black Life Coach Masterclass. And then again, we'll do the 2-day live bonus. Well, you'll see me. I will actually be on camera, face to face, face to comments with you live in our private Facebook group for our 2 bonus days. So I'm so excited because we have people signing up already, and I just released a challenge this time yesterday. So are you in? Because a lot of people don't know what a life coach is, but usually that journey to becoming a life coach starts when you are what we call the strong friend. You are that friend that people call when they're going through something. You're that friend when people need prayer, including family and friends, they call you. You are that person that people in the grocery line in front of you just turn around and start talking to you and telling you their life woes. You are that easy to talk to stranger because you listen. And you listen so well that sometimes you get entangled in the conversation because you start asking questions. I know that was my personal experience. I remember being at church. We were at a leadership training. And I just randomly, I was sitting at a random table. And another lady chose the seat next to me. It was an open, empty seat. And we ended up talking throughout the whole training. And she told me her entire life story. It was a love story, y'all. So I got really caught up, and I share more about that in a resource I offer with our training. I may need to throw that in as a bonus. It's a very interesting story that I spilled the beans on how I got her to spill the tea. When I say it was such a good story that she paid me before we left the training, she literally wrote me a check sitting beside her for listening to her story and being what we call called to coach. And I didn't even realize that's what I was doing. And that's how a lot of you guys are. You don't realize that you have been called to coach, but someone often sees it in you. But for you, it comes so naturally. People tell you, oh my gosh, you're so easy to talk to. I feel so much better after this conversation. Can I call you again? You got a minute to chat? What you doing? Because that means your friends or family members want you to listen to something they have going on in their life. And you've learned that usually if you let people talk long enough, they usually hear the answer that they need, that they think you gave them, but you just sat and listened patiently as they talked and opened up their soul to you. And so you listen. And as a result, they were like, oh my gosh, you are the best listener. You're so brilliant. I just love having you in my circle as my friend. So many more people could use this. And they know that what you offer, which is that open heart, that open mind, that open space for them to just vent and let it out and know what they're going to do after the conversation to help them move forward. They know the value in that. That means that it's worth money. They know that you could make money off of this. You should be paid for this, but you just have never asked them for money for it. Well, I teach you how to get paid off of that gift. I teach you how to also protect your time and your energy, because coaching is a ministry. It allows you to pour out that natural gift that comes so easy to you that other people recognize and they, snatch it up while it's free. I teach you how to protect your energy, because you pour out so much, you have to be poured back into. If you follow me on Facebook stories, girl, I share where I am with my chiropractor visits, nail salon visits, getting my eyebrows, my toes, my hands done, buying new masks now. They sell them at my nail shop, tipping my nail workers, and eating healthy, going out for exercise, getting a massage. Did I mention chiropractor visits? Even taking a break and going to sit in my car with a cup of coffee and walk myself through my next steps in my business. All of that is a part of protecting my energy. It's a part of the self-care process that we must have in place as coaches. And all of that is the basis for how we protect our energy, remain successful as coaches. But a lot of people do not know this. As a matter of fact, I didn't know that all of this was a requirement until recently, being connected with a new mentor that has been in the industry so long that they are like the foundational piece that holds this industry together. Come to find out, what holds them up is their self-care routine. And so I've taken some time to map out what my self-care routine looks like in detail. I don't tell y'all everything. I tell y'all, the things that I can share on camera and hold the camera and allow you guys to be a part of it. And what else? When I'm not looking too crazy, So it's a lot that goes into protecting your space and your energy as a coach. But when you have those things in place and you are practicing this daily, you're making sure that you stay in a position to serve your coaching clients. So when people say, what is a life coach? Sometimes you can't define what a life coach is. You have to show them what a life coach is. But if you're not living the life of a life coach, it's hard to get people to understand why they should even hire you as a coach, care that you're a coach, be curious of what coaching is, be curious of if they're even interested in becoming a coach. Because as a coach, while we don't have to have a perfect life, we do have to be in a position where we're actually living life. We're living the life of our dreams. So the Black women of faith that I certify online in one day, they are considered legacy builders, legacy livers, and legacy leavers. Those are the 3 levels of working with me to build your life coaching company. So that also means that you have to be on a path to living life that people look at as an example of what's possible. No, we're not perfect. We are, however, working on our lives daily. We're incorporating self-care routines, and we're most definitely practicing the skills of becoming a life coach that leaves a legacy on this earth. And it's not an easy task to do, but it's very possible with the right guidance. And so I'm here as your guide to show you what's possible. I love sharing behind the scenes of what it takes to build an internationally recognized life coach training company. And while it's fun to make your own money, make your own schedule, and have freedom, it's not easy, but it can be done. And so it's not just about bragging on the money that you're making. What's also a fun part of it is having people tell you that you've made this impact in their lives, that they've never experienced anything like it before, and that you have set the example of what's possible. So if you're listening live, do you have any questions about what a life coach is? Does anything that I've shared so far resemble what you thought a life coach was? Because you also have to ask yourself, am I showing those examples? Who here with me, live or replay? Have I just described you or any part of your life? Like, are you that friend that's giving, and at the end you're tired, and you just wish that this was something that you could do daily that allows you to live the type of life you want to live as a certified life coach? I need to make sure I'm talking to the right people. I know y'all jump on here to hear what I'm teaching, to hear what I'm talking about, to see, what resources are available to you. At the same time, is this your next step? Are you ready to become certified? Because that's what we're doing starting Friday. Nope, I'm about to say the wrong date. Starting, let me get the right date. Tuesday, February 23rd, 2021, with our 3-day Black Life Coach Challenge. It's over at futureblackLifeCoach.com. You get all the details. I'm there now with you, reading through everything that I just put on there that comes with this challenge. I'm going to go live daily this month to celebrate the heritage that we carry as Black people. This is Black History Month. Now, while we're Black 365 days, not just 28 days out the year, we are in our skin over 500,000 minutes a year for the rest of our life until the day we die. But what we are naturally good at is serving and pouring out into the community. Now, as a Black life coach, you don't have to just serve Black clients. You can help anyone. I can help anyone. I choose to help my people. And so I'm a Black woman of faith, and I show up for other Black women of faith in the life coaching space. And so if you're desiring to get your life coach certification, your first step in joining my tribe is to head over to futurebblacklifecoach.com. futurebblacklifecoach.com is pinned in the comments. And that's where you start the journey, because it's about education. That's one thing that I love about what I do. I founded my company just a year ago. We just had our 1-year celebration a couple days ago. We've certified 37 coaches online within this last year. God is so good. And I love the fact that our coaches have been educated on what my coach calls the proper professional protocol of becoming a certified life coach. So we are educated. A lot of you guys come in with degrees, like in Masters of Social Work or other certifications or other roles that have allowed you to lead and serve in these director and manager and supervisor positions in your corporate world. But now it's time to transfer those skills into being your own boss as a Black life coach. You're a Black woman certified life coach. And so now you need to learn the foundational principles, the basics of this industry. And that's my lane, the introduction to becoming a certified life coach, because it's such a large world. And a lot of it is new. A lot is being added to this world of life coaching. And I'm here to give you the easier way in and make sure that you have the knowledge that you need. That's not fluff or theory, but it's actually stuff that I've experienced, that my coaches have experienced. I too have coaches and mentors on my team that help me daily. And we're about to up the game even higher. I woke up this morning like, yep, I'm about to hire my next coach. And so I'm excited to be on this journey with you, because I get to share what I'm on as a life coach as well. When you get certified, that is, again, like putting your baby toe in the water of this ocean of possibilities as a coach. And so the learning continues, the growing continues, the accountability continues, the support continues, the investment continues. There's always a higher and greater level. And that's what really, really excites me. So I love working with coaches on the introductory level for those who need help with, like what we just talked about, what a life coach is, how to recognize those skills within yourself. Because as a coach, you do have skills that stick out, that come naturally to you, but you may not even recognize it. But other people have recognized it in you, and they've either told you, or they're not telling you, they're keeping it to themselves, but they keep coming back to you because you've helped them. And they know the value of that skill. And they're like, oh, Lord, when she starts charging for this, I'm going to need to up my funds because it's worth investing in. So how many of you here with me have friends like that? They're like, you should become a life coach. You're so good at this. You're so easy to talk to. Because there, again, are qualities that jump out as a coach. Nicole says yes. Bianca says yes. Yes, these are skills that come naturally to you, that either those you love have supported by saying you should become certified, or they'll say something like, you should charge for this. Not me, but you should charge for this. Or you just know in your knowing, in your spirit, in your being, that you should charge for this. Is that you? Nicole says all the time, but I don't have any degrees. So that's another training I'm going to do, because people ask a lot, Dr. AJ, do I need to have a degree to be a coach? Girl, I'm going to tell you all the tea. That's why I'm here for you, Nicole. We're doing a training every day this month. I'm covering the basics. stuff that's not covered, stuff that's not really known. I've studied this industry since 2013. In the last 5 years, I've really had to go hard. That's why I have a doctoral degree. It's in Christian psychology, the study of Christian behavior. I trained with a minister. I have been anointed 3 times to do this work in the earth. And so it's a lot of stuff that we don't know that I'm bringing to you. I'm very big on education and training. My mom was too. And so that was the principle I was raised on. So my company is supported by the scripture that my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And so we believe in educational entrepreneurship, empowerment. We also believe in ethical engagement, where I'm being honest and upfront and sharing stuff you can't go to Google and find. And even if you did, child, you ain't got time to dig through what's true and what's not, what's sit right with your spirit or what's not. Just trust your heart, trust your gut, go with God, and come on, let's get you certified. FutureBlackLifeCoachClass.com is where to join us, Nicole and Beyond the Core. We are starting this 3-day life coach challenge at the end of this month. By the time we get there, y'all gonna know some good stuff. And you will definitely be way more educated on what your next steps should be. You're going to know. You know now, but you just maybe need some confirmation. So I understand those of you who are like, I need to pray about it. I'm waiting on God. I'm waiting to take the leap of faith. I'm waiting. Child, by the end of this month, if you still waiting, that's between you and Jesus. But you definitely going to have what you need. So Nicole says, that's it right there. Yes, praise God. Yes, it's your passion. So it's your passion. It's your calling. It's what speaks to your heart. Hey, Coach K. So we are about to dive into what I call coaching qualities. I'm going to do that on our upcoming training, because if you are like Nicole and you know that you feel something in the center of your chest right now, like anytime you help somebody and it feels so good that you help them get their breakthrough, anytime that you're like hearing what's going on in someone's life and you're like, I know I could help her if she would just listen to what she's saying, like you feel like you have that person's answers, if only you could get them to see their own answers. That's what coaching is about, and I teach you that skill of how to do that. Coach K was on one of our live trainings this past weekend where she got to witness just a little inkling, a little grain of salt on the beach of coaching. I don't know why I'm referring to water and sand today. I think because I just watched a part of a documentary about the ocean. But anyway, so life coaching has so much to it, and I love how I can flow in and out of the different parts of the industry, and I teach different parts of coaching, especially that introductory part about how to help people get the answers that you know they have inside them. It's a flow to it. It's a system to it to help you operate effectively to where you're not pouring out, and you're drained, you're tired, you got a headache, your back hurts, all the things. You just want to like ball up on your bed under the cover and stay for a couple weeks. So, I love how I run my company to where I don't have to wait for a certain time of the year to take a vacation or whatever. No, I'm going to go to the spa. I just went to the spa yesterday. I went to the chiropractor right after that. I went and got some really good food right after that, lunch and dinner. Came home and relaxed. And get to do it all over again today. I'm just sitting here going live with you guys before I decide what to do with the rest of my day. Honestly, I just woke up not too long ago, but that's the beauty of how I run my coaching company, and I teach my clients how to do that as well. But it all starts with education, because not only do you have to listen to your heart and your spirit, you have to listen to what God is telling you, and you also have to listen to what your clients are telling you they want. So I'm going to show you guys examples of how to do that to where you're not overextending yourself. One lady literally just sent me an inbox message before I jumped on here today saying that she was stretched too thin. And that's like a curse word in my world. Anytime you feel stretched too thin, it's something out of whack or out of order that you need to reevaluate. But you can only do that if you decide to take the time to sit with God and the purpose and plan and calling that He's put in you, that shows up as passion, that makes your heart beat really fast, that make you feel like, ooh, I know I'm called to do this if I can only make money doing this, if I can only really pay my bills doing this, if I could quit my job and do this full time. That part. It's time to sit with that vision and that plan, and I'm going to help you walk through parts of that. I don't have all your answers, but you do, and I can help you pull it out. And that's why I am here. Kay says, Lord, I know that feeling. Girl, I do too. Nicole says, I minister to a group of women now and every other Saturday and every day. Where I know, because as Black women, we are like the unofficial ministers of our friends group. We are the strong friend that most people don't check on. I have one friend that I don't hear from her for the entire year, but she is my emergency contact. I know if anything happens to me, she is going to come and take care of everything without me asking. And so we have to have strong friends on standby. We have to have a support system. We have to be able to make sure that we're supported and taken care of, because we have to be here for us. If our body doesn't work, if our mind doesn't work, if we're in an uncomfortable spiritual situation, it's like the whole world just comes to a halt. But my favorite part about this last year is when the world literally did stop running as we knew it. My world was still spinning in a good way. Money still came into my business. I was like, why is everybody freaking out? So what? We can't go outside. I just want to go get a good meal and come back to my home and relax and chill and continue running my business, because I had sat and thought through the process of, this is where I want to take my life coaching company. My coaching company did not miss a beat. As a matter of fact, it grew. More women got certified during the pandemic. More women were prepared to take their next step because their job had been downsized. More women now carry the title of certified life coach, and more women are walking into their calling because of the work that I sat with myself and did. So if you're feeling like you're stretched too thin, you got too much going on, you're pouring out in too many areas of your life, it's time to sit and think through that process and listen to God, not to your friends, not to your family, not to your co-workers or your work schedule, but to the man who put you here to serve a purpose. It's time to start walking in that purpose, however that looks. You won't run your company like I do. You won't run your company like the other coaches I train do, but at least you will have a plan. So I'm hosting one of my mentor calls tonight. Kay, you're invited. I'm going to send you the invitation link so you can be on this call with me and another coach that I serve tonight, talking more about that, because I know what it's like to be just this, you're smart, you're brilliant. One of my coaches says, all this knowledge I have, I should have been a millionaire. And I'm like, girl, you are preaching to the entire species of Black women who know that within themselves. We are so smart. We are so called. We are so powerful. So powerful. You guys, sometimes the power that I feel within myself scares me. So I'm right here on that journey with you. It's real. This is real work that God has called us to do. So I'm excited to be on this journey with you. Do you have any questions for me before we go? Hey, Vanessa Barthel. Any other questions before we go? Hey, Rosalind Gums, how are you? So I'm about to wrap up here. I will be live with you guys daily. YouTube, if you're listening, make sure you got that notification bell on, because you want to be front and center. I know y'all enjoy me over there. But YouTube is like my behind the scenes channel of what I really do live here on Facebook. So if you're listening on YouTube, come look me up on Facebook at facebook.com/Master Life Coach Trainer. And Facebook, if you want to see more replays of some trainings that I've done, I am on YouTube as Master Life Coach Trainer as well. But the real fun is over at futurebblacklifecoach.com with the upcoming 3-day Black Life Coach Challenge. That's going to be so much fun. You guys are going to get to meet one of my coaches, Eric, who is my weekly headache / accountability / vision challenger And his mission is 30 times. He's giving me way more work than we started out. And I was like, oh my God. So we're at a part of what we do here on this earth as coaches to where we can no longer hide. God is bringing people into our path. It's like, oh, you going to do this one way or another. Now, you want to do it the fun way, or do I need to send more of my angels to you? So don't be like me and get the convictions that you end up literally having to pay thousands of dollars for. Come and learn and join in the fun. The challenge is only $27. At the time of this recording, you never know, the price could go up. I'm just saying, get in where you fit in, friend. FutureBlackLifeCoach.com is where the fun begins, because I will be in the Facebook group with you guys. I'm going to have a lot of fun on the live Q&A and the bonus day. You'll get to meet my coaches, but you're going to get to learn from me and my tribe. This challenge was inspired by 35 women who, just like you, we're like, this is what we need to know about becoming a life coach, and we want you to teach it to us. So I'm excited. Nicole says, if there are any requirements, what are the requirements to start this? The first requirement is to go over to futureblackLifeCoach.com. We're going to start there because I want you to get everything that you need. We're not going to cut corners. This is not the quick, fast, and dirty way to become a life coach. You can find that online for, I'm sure, nothing. But I'm here to teach in integrity because that is missing in this industry. In the life coaching industry, people usually sell their lifestyle. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to educate. I have a lot of knowledge. So much so that the challenge that we're doing for the 3-day Black Life Coach Challenge, which you'll find out more about, over at futurebblacklifecoach.com. But on that Tuesday, we are going to dive into some juicy tidbits. I've filled up an entire month calendar to, first of all, be here with you guys live every day. Secondly, offer you this 3-day challenge. And then third, tell you what comes next. So after this, child, you're going to be educated. This will be a well-educated Black History Month training agenda, okay? So hopefully you're planning to join us in the challenge, stick around with us for the daily lives, and then come and ask your questions because I'm happy to answer those. Hey, Erica, are there any other questions that I can answer for you? Any other questions? So again, futurebblacklifecoach.com is where you'll go to find more information on the upcoming 3-day challenge. It's only a $27 investment, and it comes with our private Facebook group that you'll get access to the day of the actual challenge. It comes with the video replays of a 3-day masterclass that I did. I mean, not a 3-day masterclass. I'm getting it confused. With a masterclass that I did called the Black Life Coach Masterclass Video Training. I did that for a group of 35 ladies. You get 2 bonus live Q&A days with me via Facebook Live. And then you'll get this month-long video training series where I'm showing up every day with you guys to help educate you on the process. I have so much more training and knowledge and free content and information out there on the interwebs. So it's very possible for you to be educated. Because with this challenge, I'm also sharing worksheets each day to help you follow along because I know everybody learns different. So that's why I'm here on audio this month, because I love learning via audio. In our challenge, we're going to have some videos as well. And then for those of you who are like me, who are visual learners, like to print and take notes and highlight and 3-hole punch and put it in a binder, a pretty folder, we got that for you too with the worksheets. So I accommodate all learning styles. And I also will share the video replays with you. So if you have questions about the challenge, I'm happy to answer those as well. But again, that journey starts over at futurebblacklifecoach.com. Your investment covers your VIP access pass and gives you immediate access to one of the fun parts of my world. And then we'll come together again on our daily trainings here, as well as in the private Facebook group for the 3-day training. Y'all ready? Because I'm ready. I'm really excited about this. Me and my coaches have been planning this. And it's here. It's time. And I'm excited to serve and to show up. So speaking of showing up, thank you guys for being here, asking your questions, engaging with me. I will be back daily, which is my prayer focus goal and agenda for this month. And then if you're looking to join us in the 3-day training, I'm happy to meet you over at futurebblacklifecoach.com. Shouts out to everybody here. Let me wave at y'all real quick before I go. So if there are no more questions, I'm going to wrap us up. And again, make sure your notifications are turned on. YouTube, make sure your subscription bell is clicked. And until we meet again, my friends, remember there's someone somewhere. They're waiting on you to walk in your destiny as a future Black life coach so they can walk into theirs. When you let your light shine, you give others permission to do the same. I'm Dr. AJ Austin. I'll meet you over at futurebblacklifecoach.com. I'm so looking forward to having you in the 3-day life coach challenge, the Black Life Coach Challenge. I'll see y'all soon. Enjoy the rest of your day. God bless. Bye, friends.